the child molesting police guy. Yeah.
I have never seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case.
These were the remarks of the judge who presided over the case of Jalen Fleer, a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy. The 27-year-old looked clean as a whistle in his day-to-day routine, but a private investigation caught up to him, leading to an interrogation that led to a search, which then led to a reveal of over 20 felony charges. In this video, we'll take an interrogation that finally put this monster behind bars. Special thanks to 50 Patrol for sharing the original interrogation clip. Jalen Fleer was a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy who once starred for Santana High School in baseball and football. He is married and was expecting a baby at the time, but instead came the San Diego County Crime Stoppers who received tips regarding the sheriff's quote-unquote lewd behavior.
Damn.
Their 2-month-long investigation led to a lot of evidence that needed answers. This is how the interrogation went down.
This story in regards to the report that we're investigating. Okay. You're not under arrest and you are not being detained. Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because the interrogator is acting upon tips from a non-profit organization, she has to set the disclaimer that this interrogation is voluntary and that he can leave whenever he wants to. He can even choose to not answer any important questions and can request a lawyer anytime he wants. But the interrogator has such a simple and open communication with Jalen that he looks at this interrogation like a conversation. Later on, he starts to open up about himself.
Football, baseball, went to Grossmont College for a little bit, played baseball there. I got a job here. Worked at Dick's Sporting Goods before this, so this is my second job. Started working with this department for coming up on 5 years now.
So baseball seemed pretty important to you back in high school.
Fun, yeah.
What position?
Pitcher.
Cool. How's your arm holding up?
I mean, soreness every once in a while, but I haven't thrown for a while. So.
Yeah, no, it still kills me. I played softball.
Okay, nice.
So I was, third, short, center, and pitcher.
Here in San Diego?
Yeah, down Hilltop, Bonita Valley. And have you always worked corrections?
You know what she's doing, right? When she does little, oh yeah, I played was pitcher, but she's building what we call rapport, okay? So she's trying to set a foundation with this guy. I think if you're in a situation like this, you're sort of always going to be like on edge, at least, especially if you're a cop, you would think. This guy kind of seems a little calm though. But like what she's doing is she's building rapport. And considering how kind of smooth she is with it, she seems pretty good at it.
Yeah, I attempted to go out to the patrol, went to the academy. Things didn't work out there, so I came back here.
Did you have fun at the academy while you were there?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. I mean, camaraderie and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Married? Have any kids?
Oh yeah, married. Recently got married this last year in September.
Okay.
We have a kid due on the way in August.
Oh, okay. Boy, girl?
Boy.
Very nice.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Were you, like, hoping for
a girl?
No,
I said looking forward to it.
Oh, looking forward. I thought you said unfortunately. I'm
No, I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And your wife, how long have you known her?
Actually, preschool. Yeah, we met in preschool, went separate ways.
Okay, nobody remembers anything from preschool. That does not count. I'm sorry, that does not count. I met it in preschool. Fuck out of here, bro. And like, no, nobody remembers anything from preschool, okay? Nobody remembers anything. That's just a fact.
Kills you. 7 off is nice, but it flies by, so.
Yeah, and then those 7 drag
Yeah.
once you're here. So at least you're on your last day today, right?
This entire discussion is important because it will create a pattern of events that could lead to a bigger crime. First, she establishes the background. And now she moves on to the place where the crime happened, social media.
So, how about social media? Are you active on social media at all?
Facebook and Instagram. Had Snapchat back in the day, got rid of that with my wife. I got caught in the academy with.
So this dude's around my age, right? I think he's like 32, 31. Look, I'm not going to lie to you, okay? If you're around this age, you're using Snapchat for nasty shit. I don't know. Like like if my girl has Snapchat, no, you deleting that shit. Snapchat is used for fucking dirt if you're around like your 30s around now, because Snapchat was like the first it was like the first social media site that deleted all the messages you could send shit if you took a fucking screenshot. So all old people think like, if I'm sending you something on Snap, you can screen record and then go into Snapchat and they won't have no clue. Okay? And that just blows people's minds, okay? Like, look, Snapchat is shady as fuck, okay?
Can you tell me about that, or?
I mean, it was with another recruit in the academy, but...
Okay. So you're communicating with another recruit?
I was, back in, I stopped. Everything got cut off. Got rid of... I mean, I didn't delete the Snapchat, I just deleted the app, so...
Okay.
I haven't used it for like, I don't know, a year and a half now.
Okay. So on Facebook, just because I like to jot down everybody's social media when I can, what's your Facebook login? Like your username?
I think just under Jalen Fleer.
Why wouldn't you want me to wrap my... Ooh.
It's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you said Instagram? Is that right?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay. What's your Instagram username?
I think...
Okay. And then you said you got rid of Snapchat, but when you did have it, what was it?
Just Jalen Fleer.
Jalen Fleer?
Should add him.
So
Should add him on Snapchat.
the one that you had there, and has that account since been deleted, or just
That one,
deactivated
just delete the app. I think it's still there.
Okay. And I know when it comes to Facebook, you connect it to an email address. Do you know what email address is connected to it? And then your Instagram account, what, same email?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And I know sometimes with Snapchat, they'll have you either sign up with a phone number or an email.
I believe it's my phone number.
Okay. Very cool. So,
By knowing his social accounts, the interrogator is trying to piece Jalen's social accounts with the anonymous tips so that a connection can be verified. By now, Jalen is too open with his social accounts, and it took him this long to ask the obvious question.
I don't know, do you have any questions for me before we kind of...
I will ask what this is about.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're kind of, it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there. We did receive a picture that, you know, when we looked into it, it looks similar to you. So I don't know if you can take a look at the picture and just tell me if you've seen this picture before.
I love that it looks similar to you instead of like, this is a picture of you. Like this is like, it's, have you ever, I don't know, it's weird, right? Like, 'cause you can't deny a picture of you, right? And there's no way you have like an evil twin like rolling around. You can't deny a picture of you. So it's literally like this picture that kind of looks like you, but is exactly you. Like, it's you. Even if it's a twin, you can tell the like small differences between like the twin, right?
Oh, I have like 15 million things here. Okay. So this picture right here.
Yeah, that's definitely me. I went to Grossmont.
Okay. So this picture right here, how old were you when it was taken?
I don't know, 20?
20? Have you ever used this picture on any...
Oh, bro, hold on. I gotta remove myself so we can see the picture very well. Uh-oh. Somebody... What happened to Jalen Fleer? All I see is Mr. Bitches. Come on, bro. Oh, man. You turned the fucking white balance on that bitch all the way up, bro. You put a fucking a lens flare on that shit. You were like, yeah, bro. I bet his fucking dick pics look like a fucking pale slug that just came out of a J.J. Abrams movie with the fucking lens flare right on the head.
Any social media site?
I think it was Snapchat back in the day, yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you ever shared this picture with anybody on Snapchat?
Yeah, probably with my wife, to be honest. I mean, obviously I talked to other girls back in the day too, but I can't remember.
Okay. If you had to guesstimate how many times you may have shared the photo, how many times?
That one, maybe just a couple times, once or twice.
Okay. So definitely to your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've used that photo for your wife, and you were about 20 years old in the photo. You did share it on Snapchat, and then maybe some other girls you were talking to?
I mean, yeah, this was a long time ago, so I don't really remember who it was.
Okay. Have you ever posted it as like your profile photo, or
No, that one.
ever
No.
posted on Instagram?
So she is attempting to basically prove or corroborate. I don't know the terms. I'm not a cop, but she's basically trying to say that there's no other way for this person to have gotten this particular picture without it being sent to them. So who are the people who could have sent that to them? Who has access to this particular picture? And I think he says like a wife and an ex, right?
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Are your accounts, is your Instagram and your Facebook, are they private? To add somebody.
Yeah, I believe I had that. Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just,
request a friend.
yeah, you can't just be anyone. So that one's at least a little bit better, where it's like you have to actively search for somebody, right? You in the photo, and is that a gross font? Is that gross font?
Yeah, it's
emblem?
gross font.
Okay, cool.
This picture here was the first piece of evidence. The interrogator wanted to know how the quote-unquote anonymous tip could get a hold of a selfie like that. You can't download pictures of each other on Snapchat unless you actually send them.
Yep.
And it was never uploaded on Facebook and Instagram, so this means that he intentionally sent this picture to someone who is, according to the interrogator, a quote-unquote young female on Snapchat. Based on Jalen's facial expressions, you can tell that he's now realizing where this is going.
Your schedule. I know that you work every 7 days on and 7 days off. What is your wife's schedule?
She's every Friday, Saturday off. Day shift, so typical 9 to 5.
Okay, so she works 9 to 5 and you work like the complete opposite schedule.
Depends. Every 3 months we rotate days and nights.
Okay. And how long have you been on nights now?
Nights now, probably a little.
God, his wife is a cop too, bruh. That's fucking. Ooh, how do you know one cheating on a regular woman is one hard, especially if you love her. Don't cheat. We don't cheat. Men don't cheat. We're innocent. But if certain assholes slip up and they do happen to cheat, okay, it must be that much worse. Cheating with a fucking cop. Like, are you kidding me? She's fucking, bruh. This bitch can put you in handcuffs and just make you disappear, bruh. She could just turn off all radio. She could just fucking put 2 in your fucking chest and then just say, oh, I thought I was in the wrong apartment. And then, and then your brother will hug the bitch in court later. Fucking, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going off on a different tangent here. So we're not talking about that today, okay? Let's get back to the video.
Over a month now, a month and a half. Can I ask, is this something I should have lawyers on?
So right now, and I'll go over the Bahila with you.
Just real quick, never ask a cop if you should have lawyers. If you think, should I have lawyers? You should have fucking lawyers. Yes. Yes, you should. Yes. If you think, oh, do I need a lawyer for this? Yes, you do. Get the lawyer. We here at HerbalRemedyS always say, lawyer, shut the fuck up, ask for a lawyer. Anytime you're dealing with the cops, shut the fuck up, ask for a lawyer, unless you're actually guilty. In which case, turn yourself in, you scoundrel. But in every other case, shut the fuck up and ask for a lawyer.
We're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat, and potentially some material might have been shared.
Okay.
Some photos, some images, stuff like that. So we, of course, want to be able to hear what happened from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked to.
The interrogator now learns his schedule, which will help her fit the pattern of the investigation. He once again jumps in to ask if this is something that he should have his lawyers on. Once again, the interrogator's response puts him at ease that he's not being treated as a criminal and they're only investigating allegations. The first time she mentioned texting the quote-unquote young female on Snapchat, he didn't respond much. But this time, he gave an answer that led to the revelation of his Tinder profile.
And from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked to, was about my age, I remember.
Okay. So who have you talked to?
My wife. This was back then when I had Tinder.
He describes that the only use of Tinder was when he met an ex-girlfriend. They dated for 3 years, and then he got married to his wife, who he had known since preschool. Now, in case you're wondering why we haven't displayed the second picture, it's because it's a nude picture.
Yeah, of course.
He recalls that the only person who had access to this picture was his ex's Tinder account and his current wife. His wife is loyal enough to not leak it, and even though he had a bad breakup, his ex would not leak that picture. You can tell he's denying to share the real source of this picture because deep down he's well aware of who he sent it to.
Yep.
So, I mean, I met girls on Tinder and stuff back in the day. And yes, some save stuff, but I don't know who would save a picture like that. I mean, a nude, maybe, yeah, he would save. Not that one.
And there's nothing wrong with this photo, right? It's just
No,
you.
I agree. I don't know how it would get in the hands of a younger person.
Okay. There were also some conversations that were exchanged between you and this person.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't talk to anybody younger, though.
Not on Snapchat?
No,
Not recently?
not recently, no.
He not only continues to deny sending this picture, but also sending this picture to a younger person, quote-unquote, recently. The word recently implies that he...
God, she did that so smooth. I haven't seen it at all. Not at all, huh? No, not recently. No, not recently. Bruh, then that means that you did it. You gotta know, not at all. You need to have a fucking lawyer. Hey, you dumbass.
Not on Snapchat?
No,
Not recently?
not recently, no.
Fucking dumbass. God damn it. It's really comforting to see that cops fall for this shit too. Okay, it's not like it's just some fucking like innocent dumbass that's in there. He actually did the crime, so he's about to do the fucking time. But it's good that like being a cop doesn't give you these like superpowers where you can just like, no, not at all. And then like he can fucking slither his way out of it. Like he's fucking falling for this shit like hook, line, and sinker. And the fucking interrogator is a fucking badass.
He not only continues to deny sending this picture, but also sending this picture to a younger person, quote-unquote, recently. The word recently implies that he may have sent it to someone a long while back who he's not trying to disclose.
Now, you said all of your social media accounts are private, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're a law enforcement officer, so I know that you've also taken the time to make your plates confidential.
I mean, back in the day, I don't think my current ones are, though.
I mean, obviously I ran your plates.
Okay.
So you're still driving the Ford Fusion.
Yeah,
And is it black or gray?
it's great.
Okay. And
She ran your fucking plates, dude. You gotta understand how fucked you are at this point, right? Like, do you feel the dick in your ass right now or not? Not yet? It's coming. I don't think he knows it's coming, you guys. It's coming. I keep trying to tell you. It's... All right. I hope she pulls out slow.
you got tinted windows on it still?
Yeah.
And so, you know, when it comes to the photo, I really want to understand why this person would be in possession of the photo. But the only one who could really help me with that is you.
Yeah. No, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, along with the photo came some additional information about your personal life.
Okay.
And based on some of the information you shared with me today, it seems to add up.
Okay.
So is there any reason why the person would say they're you and share your information?
Sounds like it'd be someone that knows me then, obviously. I don't know who. I don't have any enemies that would be doing something like that. Can I ask what information was shared? What they know?
We know that you're...
Bruh. Like, first of all, you hear his voice cracking a little bit, right? Like he wants to cry. Also, you fucking see, like, he wants to know what information was shared. That's the main, if you're a liar, right? And you're lying about something, and somebody is like sniffing out that lie, right? And then they're questioning you about things, you want to know more than anything what they know, right? Do they know the fucking truth? Do they know how much of the truth? Do they know everything? They couldn't possibly know everything because they're asking me this. Are they trying to... So you're trying to get information from these guys, right? And like that's the main thing that you want to get. And you can fucking see that's what he's trying to get. Can I ask what information?
You're a baseball player.
Shared? What they? Can I ask what information was shared? What they know?
We know that you're a baseball player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people know that.
Yeah. So that information.
A
is
lot of
kinda
people
shared.
know that. Okay.
Your work schedule.
It's been 5 years now I've worked here.
Specifically, the transition to 7 days on, 7 days off.
Really? I haven't shared anything like that recently. I couldn't tell you who that would be.
So let's take it back a little bit.
The reason why the interrogator used the word recently is because the sender knew his current work schedule, something that was enforced just a few months before this interrogation. Now the information's not adding up, and it's clearly implicating Jalen. Now we have a username, J178211. 17 is the college jersey number, 82 was the high school jersey number, and 2011 was the graduation year. Now he claims to have quote-unquote never heard of this account, but it suggests that this account sent the nude pictures.
Wow.
Things are not looking good for him.
Shared any images.
He's a year younger than me
your
if he
kids,
graduated in
anyone.
2011.
And how many times would you say you've done that?
A lot.
Can you kind of
You just went from not being on social media a lot to like sending your dick a lot. That's two very different levels. Like even motherfuckers that are on social media a lot aren't sending their dick all out. But this dude is out here sending them to children.
how many times would you say you've done that?
A lot.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit more to me?
I mean,
Explain that,
my
please.
ex-girlfriend, back in the day, Tinder and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know how Tinder is. High school, even, junior high.
Did you ever share any videos of you having sex with anyone?
With anyone? No. I've always had personal videos of me and my wife. That was it. And my ex actually had one, but
What does your ex look like?
she's blonde.
She's blonde. Okay. So you've never shared any videos,
No, I have not, no.
just still shots.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the Crime Stopper that we're investigating and the Snapchat account, and of course your phone number and everything in connection with it, and some of the combinations of numbers and everything there, you can understand.
Bro, you hear Little Crime Stoppers and you think it's a goddamn joke. You think of the episode of South Park. But the Crime Stoppers got this fucking pedophile locked up for a good number of years. I think longer than he's been alive.
Now, why obviously
Yeah, no, it's...
we have a growing
100%.
concern.
It's weird.
And of course your picture's attached to it,
Yeah.
right? Which is even more like either someone's,
Can I ask what... You said you got new ones, too.
there were images that were shared, yes, that
Can I ask... I'm sure you got them here. Can I ask to see what they are?
you want to see the picture?
Yeah, so I can get an idea.
Yeah. So I don't actually have a clear shot of one. Yeah, so I did not
Okay, I understand.
print out those
I went to a
pictures.
lawyer, because
It's like, here's the thing though, right? He wants to get as much information as he can get. He wants to see what particular pictures they have so he knows who to throw under the bus. Her response, I don't particularly have those pictures on me right now. So she has no idea what pictures that that the cop has. So he has no idea who to throw under the bus. Can I say my ex had these pictures? Because it was when I was fucking rocking those skinny jeans and I just had my fucking dick laying out on it like it was Voldemort's fucking dick in Harry Potter. Like a pale slug. Could you imagine if it was like Voldemort on the head of the dick, like just whispering to him, "You must send me to an underage bitch." Like I didn't want to, but the evil wizard, we do not say his name. He made me do it. It's like, come on, bro. No. You're just out here fucking just going ham.
Yeah, so I did not
Okay, I understand.
print out those
I wait till I have
pictures.
a lawyer because this is I'm uncomfortable with this.
You should have asked for a lawyer.
So,
Of course, like,
You should have asked for a lawyer 15 minutes ago, my guy.
you definitely have the ability to do that, and of course, you
Yeah.
know, this is completely voluntary.
I
And so,
I just don't want to get caught up on something. I work in this career. I don't want to get caught up on something.
I fully understand. Yeah. So, you can, yes, 100% elect not to speak with us. You are not under arrest at this time.
Yeah, I understand.
Obviously, given the fact that we're here and the fact that we're speaking to you, I know that your bosses are going to want to speak with
question.
you
Yeah,
afterwards. Yeah.
In this part, the interrogator has confirmed some details which are vital to the investigation. It was only after the discussion of the nudes that he finally decided not to share further.
He wanted to
But
see them.
another interrogator in the room, who was just observing, entered
He really wanted to see them, though. So he could know.
to ask 3 questions of her own.
I have a couple of questions that
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
don't want to answer, or can I ask you the questions? Because you can choose to answer or not answer. So if I ask you a question and you're like, I don't want to answer that,
Yeah,
you can
no,
tell me
understand.
that. One of my questions was, I think I missed it, but when was the last time that you had Snapchat? Because I know you said you deleted it, but I didn't hear when you deleted it.
I just deleted the app. I deleted that when I was in the academy.
In the academy.
Yeah.
When did you go to the academy?
It's like a little over a year ago.
A year ago,
Yeah.
so in 2019?
Yeah, right at the beginning of 2019, January.
Okay, and then, what years did you go to college at Grossmont?
2011 to about 2013,
Okay.
14.
And then, I just want to make sure that we all understand each other. When my partner says, a younger female, you
Yeah.
understand that we mean someone under the age of 18?
Yeah, that's obviously why you're here.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have a younger sister, yeah. She's 19 right now. 20, sorry.
Oh, okay. And then, my last question was, when she was asking about the house and the decorations of your house. In any of your rooms in your house, do you have that new look where they have like the
I elect not
barn
to answer. Don't answer.
outer rail type thing? It's like a country, I don't know what you would call it. I see it a
Barn door,
lot on
yeah.
like
Yeah.
those DIY shows.
Yes.
Do you have those in
I
your
do have
house?
one,
Okay.
Here's what the 3 questions
Oh my fucking god, he is so stupid. They definitely have a video of you fucking somebody, probably your wife, with the barn doors in the back. The one, you know, the video that you sent to the fucking 13-year-old bitch. Like, I don't even know how old the bitch is. I don't think they tell you. But like the one that you sent to that fucking child, that's the one that she's fucking referring to, where you were fucking going ham with the fucking barn doors in the back. How the fuck do you not? Oh, yeah, we've got those, yeah. Like, are you so proud of your fucking barn doors that you were like, you know what, I'm going to prison over these? God damn it. You are so fucking stupid. Man, don't fucking talk to the police. Never. Just say you want a lawyer. Done. Jesus Christ.
were confirming. Firstly, he deleted the app, not the account, so chances are that he could reinstall, use, and later delete it to look clean to his wife. After all, their schedules don't match, so he might reinstall it when she's not around. Secondly, the college years were confirmed just to set a timeline of activities. And the third question was just a clarification in case he later ends up denying what they meant. After these 3 questions, he chose to have a lawyer present and denied answering any more questions. By law, he was free to leave, but that was after he turned over everything to Johnny Law.
With the next step, however, I'm going to go ahead and pull some documents here for you. So there are a few steps that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you are not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting on behalf of the court moving forward. Okay. So I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant that was granted this afternoon by a judge.
Okay.
The warrant does allow us to grab some DNA swabs from you,
Okay.
as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or potentially in your locker.
The DNA swabs tell me that there might have been a physical aspect to it. Because why else would you need actual DNA unless something physical was happening? Does that make any sense?
You have your personal phone with you here?
I do have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it inside your locker?
It's on my person right now.
Okay. So if you want to go ahead and hand it to us, we definitely don't need to go in and grab it from you.
Okay.
But the search warrant does require that we take it from you.
Okay.
Okay. Additionally, it does allow us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Is your vehicle parked here?
It's parked a few blocks away.
Okay. Do you remember exactly where you parked it?
It's over across from Cap's Pizza over there.
Cap's Pizza?
Yeah.
And is it like in a parking
It's in a parking lot.
Okay. Is it like one of those paid parking lots?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cap's Pizza. Put a note on that. So the warrant does allow for us to also process your vehicle.
You guys are gonna take my vehicle?
No, we're going to process it here. After that, we will also have access to your locker. Are your vehicle keys inside your locker?
So who the fuck did they have? Who did he have? Was he fucking her in the car? Was he fucking an underage woman or underage girl? Excuse me, in a car, in his car? Because they want DNA swabs. They want to check the car.
My vehicle keys are in my vehicle right now.
They're in your vehicle?
My point is, if this was just text messages, they wouldn't be like getting all this physical stuff from them, you know?
Yeah.
So you have a code?
I have a code.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that code with us?
Am I allowed a lawyer to say no to that?
Well, the warrant allows for us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, so
otherwise
you
we'll
break
get
it.
a tow
Yeah,
truck.
that's fine. Yeah, I'll give it up to you.
I'll jot it
What's the
down.
code?
Thank you.
I don't even know the number. I know the
Now he's realized that there's no turning back, as the so-called anonymous tips turned into an investigation and finally turned into a search warrant for everything he owns. Literally everything. The officer was later put on desk duty for a couple of weeks until the investigation went its course. His DNA swabs and everything were collected, and then in came the shocking revelations. In the court case of People versus Fleer, there were 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14. But
Let's see. Wow, 12. Fucking 12. Bruh, he is fucking disgusting. The People, plaintiff, and respondent v. Jalen Devon Fleer. Appointed a courtroom. Oh, never mind. This is
prosecutors
just court
allege Fleer to
officials.
have contacted more than 40 who described themselves as
Okay, hold the fuck up. Don't just do that. I want to see these fucking documents. Harmful matter sent with intent of seduction of minor. Harmful matter or sent with intention of seduction of minor. A bunch of counts of that. Attendant. Let me see. I wonder if I can find the actual court documents for this shit. Fleers was charged with 20 sex offenses involving 4 minor victims. The complaint alleged 3 counts of contacting a minor with intent for sexual offense, 6 counts of sending harmful minor with intent to seduce a minor, 2 accounts of arranging illicit meeting with a minor, 1 account of oral copulation by a person over 21 with a person under 16. He was fucking eating some fucking 14-year-old box. This disgusting piece of fucking shit. 2 accounts of lewd act upon a 14, 15-year-old. 3 counts of pandering for prostitution. So he probably offered to pay them. 1 account of attempting lewd upon a child. 2 accounts of arranging a meeting with the fucking disgusting, bruh. The people argued the following circumstances. The crimes were carried out with a high degree of callousness. The victims were particularly vulnerable. Fleer induced minors to assist in the commission of his crimes. Inducted in induced by offering money and gifts to procure other minor victims for prostitution and child molestation. The courts indicated sentencing range meant that it would be imposing concurrent sentences for crimes of which consecutive sentences could be imposed. So that's why it's so low, is because a lot of those are running concurrent, which means at the same time. If you get consecutive, so let's say you commit a crime where it's like you have 5 counts of this, 6 counts of that, 7 counts of this, right? And each count is like 5 to 7 years or something. If you get concurrent, then like whatever the longest number is, that's what you're basically doing, because you're doing all the time at the same time. Versus consecutive, or if you get 3 consecutive 5-year sentences, you're doing 15 years. If you're getting 3 consecutive or 3 concurrent 5-year sentences, you're doing 5 years. So consecutive versus concurrent is a huge thing. In a statement of mitigation, the defense argued that Fleer had no criminal record. He accepted responsibility for his conduct. He had voluntarily stated psychosexual counseling. He had chosen to plead guilty to all the charges. He was sincerely remorseful, the defense further argued. So you have to argue that he's really sorry, you guys. He's really sorry. How do you get 12 years? Okay, look, check this out. On June 18th, 2021, the trial court sentenced Flair to a total of 12 years in prison. Based on the prosecution's statement in aggravation and probation report, the court stated, "I have never seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case. The intensity of this is just mind-boggling to me." Are you kidding me? And you only gave him 12 years and it's mind-boggling to you? Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm sure you sentenced other people to a lot harsher crimes, or to a lot harsher sentences for worse, or less terrible crimes. I really butchered that one.
Minors. The prosecutors read graphic letters of his encounters in the court. He even engaged in sex acts with a 14-year-old girl and contacted numerous other underage girls over social media with the aim of meeting up for sex. Count 6 said on or about April 8th that Fleer unlawfully participated in an act of oral copulation with a person under the age of 16. And Counts 7 and 8 said Fleer lewdly committed a lascivious act upon the body of a child 14 or 15 years of age. Jalen Fleer pled guilty to 20 felony and misdemeanor charges and was sentenced to 10 to 12 years in state prison with no probation, and he will have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. What started as an investigation in 2021 led to the arrest of this madman in 2021. At the same time, we have to commend the efforts by the interrogator here, who was able to take out so much of the information.
Boss. That's a boss right there. She handled that shit. I never want to ever see her ever in my life. If I ever see her, bro, lawyer, just scream for a lawyer.
From him voluntarily. But even if he had refused to talk, the search warrant had already come through, so there was no point in hiding anything. However, considering that he was charged with 20 sex offenses, do you think that a 10 to 12-year sentence was enough? Well, make sure to tell us in the comment section below.
He didn't even get a year of sentence. That's bullshit. It's because he's fucking a lily white cop. It's the only reason.